Hey, this is SJ Talks from Life coming back at you with another video. I was supposed to have another video to you today. I was supposed to actually do it early this morning. Didn't get around to it because I was too tired. But in the meantime, while you wait on these other two that I'm going to kick out, we'll talk about this right quick. Brother Umar's on here talking about the agenda, um, the gay agenda. Um, um, he's warning parents about the gay, saying that they could get their children taken away if they don't allow the child to be who they are or whatever. Um, Talking about that, giving a warning to parents, but that's not what this video is about. He mentioned in there Obama. Um, he mentioned President Obama um, when he was the president that he pushed the gay agenda, and he always talks about Obama, which a lot of black people talk about. Obama didn't call for reparations. You know, a lot of black people are disappointed in Obama because they feel like he didn't call for reparations like he should have. And he pushed certain agendas, such as the homosexual agenda on the black community. I put in the comment section, you know as well as I do, you know, President Obama is going to be encouraged to push that agenda and other things, and and not be allowed to ask for reparations, call for reparations, because he was the first black president. His hands were tied. I try to tell black people this. Black people don't get it. I said, Brother Umar, you of all people should know that Obama was going to be encouraged to push certain agendas like homosexuality on the black community, to program the black community, as well as not push others, such as reparations. If Obama had of not pushed that agenda and pushed reparations, he would have been called a homophobic racist, and they would have ordered for his impeachment. Obama's hands were tied. There was a lot of things he could not do as the first black president. He was under a lot of scrutiny. If you would take your mind back to when he did those 2 terms, not only him, but his wife, Michelle Obama, was under a lot of scrutiny. Lots of scrutiny. I've never heard uh, a first lady being so disrespected in my entire life as I did Michelle Obama. And they still disrespect her. And he, President Obama, was under a lot of scrutiny. Him and his wife, Michelle Obama, got bashed a lot. So let me know what you think, what would have happened if he had to try to push reparations. They probably told him not to even mention it. See, the government don't do anything without an agenda. Everything that this government do has an agenda. And there was definitely, they allowed him to get in there 2 terms. Those 2 terms that Obama did was under certain conditions. One of those conditions were that were to not discuss reparations and push the homophobic agenda, or homosexual sexual agenda. Okay, if he hadn't done that, and if he had pushed reparations, they would have called him a racist, homophobic, and they would have got rid of him. There's certain things if Obama had tried to do for black people, they would have got him out of there. Only Donald Trump is the only president that is allowed to be, well, probably not the only one, that is allowed to be, but of our time, the president of our time, that is allowed to be openly racist and still be the president of the United States and not be impeached. Only Donald Trump can get away with that. But President Obama, if they had accused him, once he had gotten accused of being racist, okay, they would have tried to get him out of there. Okay. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. Requesting for reparations is not racist. We all know that. But if he had done that, they would have called him a racist. He had to push the homosexual agenda. They would have called him homophobic. They would have tried to get him out of there. Believe, trust, and believe what I'm saying. I don't understand why Brother Umar and other black people don't get that. I wrote it in this comment section. Don't understand it. What part of that don't black people understand? The government don't do anything without an agenda. I said it once before in another video. Okay. I'm not a popular YouTuber on here. I'm not really big. But a lot of things, people need to pay attention to a lot of things that I say. Because a lot of things that I say is actually on point if people will pay attention. But I'm not one of these popular YouTubers on here. But what I'm telling you is on point. Now, hit me up in the comment section if you agree or what you think. The United States government don't do nothing without an agenda. This last president that we had, the things that they let that man get away with, that should have told y'all everything that y'all needed to know about this government that we're dealing with here in the United States. And he's just now being held accountable for that insurrection that happened last January. Donald Trump is just now being held accountable for that. Okay. That should speak volumes of how this government moves in the United States. I don't talk a lot about politics on here because I'm not really into the politics and all that. And I'm not getting into any political debates on here. And I think YouTube tries to shut you down if you get too political on here, which, I don't understand why, because people are entitled to their opinions. But I think if you get too political on here, they try to shut you down. Go figure. But the freedom of speech is, it's not that free. So and I'm not really into politics like that. I try to take a neutral stance and all that. So I don't really go into politics a lot on my channel. But I noticed that Umar is always talking about what President Obama didn't do or what he did do, and he pushed certain agendas. That's the reason why. Because he was the first black president. That job came with a lot of conditions. It came with a lot of conditions. And that was one of the conditions that job came with, was you are not to discuss reparations, and you need to push this agenda, homosexual agenda. Nothing against, I love everybody, so don't go there. Okay. But I'm just trying to make a point. Okay. Because these are the things that Umar complains about when it comes to President Obama. But he's not the only one. Lots of black people do. But get it in your head. Obama's hands were tied. There were certain things he could and could not do in that office. Or he would never have done 2 terms. They would have never have let him in there 2 terms. They probably would have tried to impeach him the first run. Okay. The United States has never been an even level playing field. It probably never will, not in this system. And we all know who runs the American government, and it's not black people. All right, let me know. Hit me up in the comment section. I keep it 100 on this channel. You guys know that. Okay, I'm just keeping it 100. I keep it real. I don't sugarcoat nothing. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you agree with what I said or disagree, tell me why. Let me know. And until the next video, I'll see you. I'll see you later. I'll see you guys later. Till next video.